I didn't even post part 3 yet. Usually I'll go through it, type what I need to type out on the cover and post it. I am not going to do that because we're kind of on a roll here. I don't want to lose what I'm channeling because this is very interesting. It's a little too good. But it's like what I was saying, almost every situation that I've dealt with a fire sign, it's like, oh, I'm channeling. I had a situation where, story time, coming, welcome to my TED Talk. I had a situation where, if for y'all who have followed me for a while know my story with all the heated, the heightened emotions from the custody battle and my ex getting custody over my oldest son, who was his stepchild. Um, that whole thing and just getting in his head, it caused a lot of alienation between me and my son, a lot of tension, which eventually broke out in him putting his hands on me. Okay. Sorry, it's unbelievable now. Um, so that happened. And the following day, my sisters are like, I have two sisters. Youngest one's like, you need me to come over? You want us to come over? I'm like, yes, hell yes, come through. She comes up, they come over, she brings her ex-girlfriend. Um, and her ex-girlfriend and her have been broken up, and she has told me that it bothers her that we still hang out with her ex-girlfriend. And I'm like, hey, we don't have to, because I just invited her to the party because she's always with y'all and I didn't want to exclude her, but you told me that, okay, bet. So anyway, she's the one who's like, do you mind if so and so comes? And I'm like, I don't care, like literally she's like family, so whatever. um and so she comes and they all come. And did I order pizza or did they? I don't remember. We had pizza. They brought wine. Me and my girlfriend at the time, we had already had a bottle of red wine that we had a glass of, and we were not drinking like that. We were like having a glass of wine to take the fucking edge off because damn, that was a rough ass night, right? I ended up in the hospital. My son ended up being taken to jail. Like, that whole situation opened up a bunch of memories. I had a bunch of flashbacks of me being beaten as a child by my stepdad. If you didn't know that, I just talked about it. Go look at that post. Um, when I was being put in the air and slammed against the wall, that feeling felt way too familiar. And for the first time in my life, I realized I shouldn't know what this feels like. I shouldn't even know what a blow to my fucking head feels like. And it just made me angry because my younger ones are sitting here watching this and they're crying and they're like hysterical, right? And I'm just like, this is where I draw a line because they don't need to be exposed to domestic violence. We don't need this in our house. So nonetheless, there's a point here, fire sign. So please just stay with me and listen. Nonetheless, we when I was in the hospital, my sister called me and I'm hysterically like can't breathe, crying. And I'm like, it just reminded me of this and that. And I'm like bringing up like scenario. She's like, sister, you have to breathe. You have to calm down because you're gonna end up passing out. Like, you gotta calm down. I was so like crazy, like not crazy, but belligerent that I think that's the right word. That the doctor or nurse came in to give me medication to just like put me to sleep because they were like, you need to calm down. Um, So, anyways, the next day is when my sisters come over, and they're coming over for comfort, right? To comfort me, to support me, to be there for me. My sister wants to bring her ex-girlfriend. They bring the wine and shit. We didn't ask them to do that. Like I said, me and my girlfriend had our own glasses of wine, and we really weren't drinking to get drunk. We had a glass of wine to just kind of calm our nerves down, right? And so we're just chilling. I don't even drink what they brought. They brought some juice. Okay, that's what I call it. That's a wine drinker. I don't drink that shit. They brought like some fruity ass like Moscato Arbor Mist type shit. I don't drink that. That's them. They had that. Long story short, they're getting lit. They're getting turned. Me, my girlfriend, and my sister's ex, we're sitting on the couch. We're just talking. We're just having us a good time. My sister, my middle sister, she's smoking outside. Um, they come in, or my youngest sister comes back in, and she's like, "Do you know what my ex did to me?" And I'm like, "No. What? Why are we still talking about this?" Like, we're just a little annoyed because what? And this is the second time we've all gotten together, and she's done this. Like, she's brought this up, this situation up, and so, her ex is trying to defend herself, and I'm like, "Okay, listen, I'll mediate." It's just something I shouldn't have done. I should have been like, "We're done here. Let's not talk about this. I don't want to talk about this." But me just trying to be a peacekeeper, I'm like, "We're going to mediate, and this is going to be the last time that we talk about this shit because I'm tired of talking about it when we come together." And so we're trying to do that. My sister is saying what she needs to say, and I'm giving her the floor. I'm like, "Hey, let her talk." And we're acknowledging her, validating her, whatever, what have you. It's time for the ex to speak. The ex keeps getting cut off. She's not hearing what she's saying. And I'm like, "Hey, you got to listen to her. She's making a valid point." And I start giving the scenario, trying to help her understand from my kids' perspective, some kids who've gone through a divorce, because it was related to her ex's parents being divorced, and something that my sister said that was kind of shady that threw her off and threw her the wrong way. So I'm like, "You got to listen." You got to listen. And she's like, "I don't want to talk about this right now because my anxiety." And I'm like, "Okay, now you're using your anxiety as an excuse. Like, you pulled us all into this, and now you're trying to cut it off because you don't like to be kind of called out." So she hops up and she's like, "How dare you say that to me?" She starts slamming shit, getting her stuff, and I'm like, "Okay, y'all get out." Like, I'm irritated, right? My sister, who is a Sagittarius, who was sitting outside smoking, she hears me and my other sister going back and forth. She hears the commotion. My youngest sister, who had the anxiety, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That was rude. She goes out, she slams my door. At this point, it's late, okay? It's late, and the kids are in bed, and we just went through a domestic violence situation. What the fuck? Like, I'm agitated as I'm like, "I know y'all didn't bring this shit to my house after what we just went through. Like, did y'all forget why you came here?" Um, and so my other sister comes in because I'm shaking. I'm like, "Get the fuck out. Go, get out." My other sister comes in. She comes in rushing in. This is a Sagittarius. She hugs me and she's like crying and she's so loud and she's like, "I'm not in this. I'm not in this. Don't put me in this." Don't put me. And I'm like, "You're traumatizing my fucking kid. Just get out." So I tell you that story to say that um, I was irritated with the situation, but I still invited my sisters over for the Halloween party, the upcoming Halloween party that we were throwing. My sister, who was not in this, who was the Sag, said, "Oh, me and my kids will not be attending." And I thought you were not in this. And then, it's like me and my sister, who, the one who it originally started with, we had, this whole reading is a story time for y'all, but there's a point to it. Y'all gonna have to follow me to the next part. But we were not on as bad of terms. Like, we weren't speaking, but I didn't have as much anger towards her. My Sagittarius sister, though, she went from sitting on my couch that night that all that shit happened, saying that she would like wanted to shoot my ex for the way he's treated me, to like Easter coming around, and now she's at his house. She done took my nephews and my niece, and she's at his house. And it's specifically to get back at me because we're not talking. We've fallen out. So now she's hanging out with the op. Okay, we're gonna go to part 5. What part is this?